This is Father James Mitchell. No matter what's going on, listen to Wolfie D. You were the new church. You were the bedrock. You were what Bobby Eaton was to Jim Cornette to me.
Hey, this is Jimmy Street, host of the Live and in Color with Wolfie D podcast. Hear the life and times of professional wrestler Wolfie D. From his time in the territories with PG-13 to his time in WWE, ECW, WCW, TNA, and more. Nothing is off limits and nothing will be held back. Thanks again for tuning in. Here he is, Wolfie D.
Hey guys, welcome once again to Live and in Color with Wolfie D. Today, me and Jimmy Street. First of all, what's up, Jimmy? I was just gonna bypass you right there for some reason. I don't.
It's all good, brother. If you need to bypass me, that's fine. I mean, we're all about getting the job done around here, right? I mean, come on, No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, I'm good. Just living the dream. Super full from Thanksgiving. You know how it goes, man. Ate too much food. Had a good time with family. Got to see my son. That kind of stuff.
Yep.
So
same here.
Happy for that. Yeah.
Ditto. Remember when that used to be a cool word? Ditto, baby.
Ditto.
Right? I love you. Ditto.
Ditto. I think I remember that for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to that.
So after Thanksgiving, what do most people do? Watch football and chill and lay around and I mean, I'm still suffering a little bit, so I thought today would be a good day to chill, sit around and watch a little wrestling.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good day, and maybe we could, go to church and go to new church
School.
Yeah, go to new church school.
And is your birthday today?
It is. My birthday is today. Yeah, I thought we were going to hopefully skip that.
I ain't got no presents or. You can't see me throwing all these streamers in the air right now, but happy birthday, Jimmy. You can't even see the cake that I got you. But
dude. Anyway. Thank you. That means so much. Well, go ahead and eat it, And
I'll email you a piece.
Yes. Hey, that'll happen one day, right? You'll be able to email. Yeah. That'll turn a few other industries on their head when you can email pieces to people. Yeah. Anyway, but birthday cakes for sure. Yeah, man, it's my birthday. I'm 21. I finally turned 21,
Cool.
Yeah. Finally. No, I think I'm 44. It's gross.
I forget how old I am from year to year. Right when it gets to be about my birthday, I have to do the old subtract my birth year from whatever year it is to figure out how old I am.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. It's like we do that subconsciously to protect ourselves, right?
I guess.
We're like, I don't want to. After like 21, I think I quit caring. I mean, maybe like in my 30s, I was still caring, but still, I was just like, man. Now I remember thinking, dude, 44 is going to be like, might as well just go to the retirement home,
Yeah, well, how you think I feel? I mean, mine's in a couple of weeks here, and
I know.
49, man, knocking on 50's door, man. Oof.
Now, is that a true 49 or UK fuck? Because
no, that's an absolute true 49.
I'm just kidding, man. I just wanted to make sure, some people are like, I'm 39 and hold it, and that was what my uncle used to say all the time. So anyway, yeah, but birthdays are cool, man. And you know what? I just, I appreciate that you say that. And listeners, thank y'all. Hey, thank y'all for listening to Joe Gomez. I put it in a post early on, but you kind of said it in the show, and it was so funny. You were like, this dude is connected. And I say this, he knows where the bodies are buried. Let's just say.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He definitely knows where the bodies are buried. So I think so. Yeah. And what a cool guy. What a cool dude, man.
Oh, Joe's awesome, man. It's a very nice gentleman.
I mean, he treats you like your best friends immediately.
Friends for years, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's that kind of guy. And you can just tell that is the way he is genuinely, too.
Yeah.
That's just impressive, man. I wish I were more like that in real life. So,
for sure.
Not the Jimmy across the street persona. You know what I'm saying? That guy's really nice.
So
anyway,
today we're going to watch some new church, like we said. Me and Brian Lee against Low Key and Elix Skipper. Yeah. It's one of my favorites from TNA. Real good match there. And The other one is myself, Brian, and Shane Douglas against Raven, Julio De Niro, and CM Punk.
Have y'all ever heard of him, CM Punk? He was a flash in the pan, right?
What about Shane Douglas? What about Raven?
Yeah, never heard of those guys. But too bad they didn't do anything. So let me ask you this. Can you give us a little insight on the different, so like Jim Mitchell and Shane, before we get started, Jim to Shane, why did they do that change, do you think?
Because of the Raven, Shane and Raven stuff. And then we already had stuff with Raven. So,
okay. That makes sense.
The ECW history, you know what I mean?
Okay, so they're just tapping into the ECW history. Got it. That makes total sense then. I couldn't place the reasoning behind that. And, so anyway, well, yeah, man, I think let's watch some wrestling, man.
All right, you want to take a break and come back?
I love it. Right after these messages.
With threats to our nation waiting around every corner, adaptability is more important than ever. When conditions change without notice, quick strategic thinking is crucial. And with obstacles consistently impending, determination is essential in overcoming them. It's this willingness, decisiveness, and resilience that sets Marines apart. With our fighting spirit, we don't just fight battles, we win them. Marines are the constant our nation counts on to fight the unknown. And through adaptable problem solving, we do just that. Learn more at Marines.com.
Hey folks, to get your official Live It in Color with Wolfie D merchandise, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Live Wolfie D. Check it out.
If you're listening to Live and in Color with Wolfie D on Apple Podcast and like what you're hearing, go ahead and leave a 5-star rating. And while you're at it, write a review. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what you'd like to hear in the future. It's very important to us and always appreciated. Thanks again.
All right, thanks for sticking around and gritting through the commercials. But now, on to watch a little wrestling. We got the links in the post here, so you can watch along with us here. So this first one, like I said, low key, and Elite Skipper against me and Brian Lee with Jim Mitchell as the new church.
Yeah.
Really good match. So I'll just jump right into this thing, man. I hope everybody's got it ready. I'm going to count down from 3 and we'll push play. And if I say stop, we may stop and talk about something, or we may not.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Jeff Jarrett. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the NWA Tag Team.
I love that new church.
About to make their way to the ring, being led by Father James Mitchell, Bulldozer Brian Lee, and Slash, the disciples of the new church. Oh, evil, they're back.
There you are.
With baby faces, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what Mitchell has them programmed to do. And there is Father James Mitchell.
Love that song.
The leader of his charges, Slash, and Brian Lee, the challengers tonight. But I think they've got the support of the fans against.
I'm ready to say, I never thought I'd see the day when this crowd would be pulling for the disciples.
That's awesome.
So here comes the opponents, the champions.
Dude, so many people have heat with Low Key. What, did you ever have issues with him?
I mean, not issues. I mean, I could see where people would have them, but he's he's a very talented athlete, very serious cat too. So a little guy, you know what I'm saying? That all kind of together.
Yeah.
So here we go, diving out.
I know. I love it. Y'all are like on site, basically. I love it.
We used to love to start matches out this way.
Yeah. It sets a tone.
It was jump started, let's brawl, and then let's slow it down and have a match.
Yeah.
But let's tear this shit up at first.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of a hell of an athlete right there with you, Elite Skipper, my God. I mean,
yeah, he's good.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think he's not doing something now?
I have no earthly idea, man. I'm not sure how his career went down at the end of that. I don't know.
Yeah. Some people just get tired of the business, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Like setting up the steps. I love running and jumping off the steps. I've done that a few times. And no, before anybody says anything, I was not trying to break this table. It was not a spot to break the table. I just added to it here.
Yeah. There you are.
Different. The baby face slash. Look at him.
Yeah. Feeding to the crowd. I love it.
Elix was put together, man.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he ran
like a cat.
Yeah. He ran that cage that time. That's a legendary spot.
Yeah.
I think people will talk about that forever. Dude, I will say this. Look at Don West's shirt. That satin shirt has got to be 1,000,000 degrees, man. He's great. Dude, do you remember him when he would sell knives and baseball cards and stuff?
I'd heard that's what he did when they brought him in. I'd never really seen it before, but I mean, I do know of it and everything. Yeah. And he was a great dude, man. And he sold me on TV so great, man. I always thanked him, man. It's like, man, you put me over like $1 million all the time. He did, man.
That's awesome. Hope he's doing well. I know he had some health troubles there. So.
Out in the crowd. Boom. Big right hand.
Yeah, low-key had his little spot in WWE and everything, man. And it just seemed like he would get up there and he'd just kind of get tired of it or something. I don't know, you know?
Last thing I saw him doing was like that Hitman gimmick or whatever.
Which was cool, you know?
Yeah.
Big Brian Lee, man. You just forget it, dude, how good he was as a big man, you know?
But, one of the funniest dudes you ever meet.
Can you give us any kind of an example of how funny he is?
Oh, just, man, he's just witty and he's quick and he's just funny, man.
Okay.
He's not like Road Dogg in a way.
Okay.
Some of the funny Brian stories I'll keep to myself.
Hey, that is your right. And yeah. No selling the chops. Dude, he just looks like a rock star, man.
Yeah.
You do too, though. I mean, y'all made a great tag team as far as just like, you know. Do you ever remember in the comics when the Hulk would throw Wolverine or something like that? And it would be, or maybe Colossus would throw Wolverine. It's just kind of what y'all remind me of here. You know?
Here comes the slasher.
Look at him.
Headbutt.
What's he going to do?
Oh, get gutted.
Is there any chance you would remember your mindset in TNA at this point? Are you happy with the place right now? Are you okay at the place?
I mean, we were getting a push and, you know, obviously the people liked us and, you know, as long as we were working, I was happy and they put us in good situations usually.
Yeah.
They did the old, we run out of ideas thing.
Yeah. Which is BS, man, but whatever.
The European uppercut. The move I hate.
That's your favorite, right?
Press slam. Loki's the only person I can press slam into a DDT, by the way. I've done that. That's the only time I've ever done that move.
That's pretty good, though, man. It looked good for the first time. I remember Elix running on that cage, man, or running on something, and it was just like a legendary spot forever. And
nice sell for the chop there.
What is cool here is look at that crowd, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad crowd. I mean, just guesstimate. Would you say 4,000, 5,000 people?
Oh, no.
No. This is the fairgrounds, so it didn't hold that many people. My bad. Yeah.
So low key here, lands as if he's hurt his knee.
Yeah.
He's telling me, trying to work the, hey, he's really hurt gimmick here. Low-key pushes the referee into me. Oh, shit, bam, he wasn't really hurt. So that was a pretty cool little spot there.
Yeah, yeah. The old possum.
Yeah.
I remember Paul Orndorff playing possum a lot.
And I believe the heat's on me during this match. I think this is the beginning of the heat. Now, I want you to see what just happened there.
Okay. Bryan
came in to distract the referee, and the inexperience, I'll say, and the lack of, like, Memphis-style training, Low-key didn't know to come in and swap or to double team.
Yeah.
And it was there. He does it again, and they tag. Come on. Fucking be a heel.
Seriously.
Those are just missed opportunities from lack of experience in a tag team heel situation.
Yeah, because they really didn't need to. The ref was turned. I mean,
yeah, that hurts. It looks awful, but it hurts.
I bet it does. Man.
My face.
How does it?
I mean, I guess it looks like it hurts because it does. But
it looks like it hurts, and it hurts, is what you're saying.
Okay, so as long as it looks like it hurts. I mean, I didn't want to sit there and be taking that and people going, "What the fuck are they doing?"
All right, so I'm the nerd here. Your wrist tape, is that just black tape?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like your pants and your style.
Yeah. I always wore that anyway.
Yeah.
Athletic tape always seemed to come off and be weird looking. This stuff was nice and uniform and shiny.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it looks like it matches your style too, you know?
Yeah. Working the leg.
Okay, so why don't you drop your leg on the rope right there?
Well, because that would break the hold.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And I need them to do stuff like this.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
Now they were getting a little heel double team there. Kind of unique. And honestly, they need to drag me away from the rope.
Yeah.
Like,
he's doing right. Do you think you're telling him that right now? Possibly. Or is he just doing it? Yeah.
Possibly. Little kicks to try to get away. I don't know if it's that one or there's another time where I kick him. His mouth is busted by the end of this. It's from a kick, and I can't remember which one it is, but I kicked him right in the mouth. Whirly Byrd? Nope.
No, can't get it. Little like a spider monkey, man.
Yeah.
He's like a little kid you're playing with.
That's uncomfortable when you're tired, and I'm trying to hold myself and him and breathe and.
Right. It's got to be, man.
Now he turns it in. Okay, thank you. I can lay down now. They're a little late, but
it just the thing about that, from what I learned, was it just, you know, in refs or manager spots, it just makes the ref stay too long and looks unnatural.
Yeah. There's some referees like Frank, man. You'd have to shoot with him. You'd have to do shit behind his back.
Because he didn't want any heat on him.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Northern Lights. Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Grab a halt, Best Buddy Wayne would say. Grab a halt. Ooh, and that's uncomfortable too, especially when you're blowed up again, trying to breathe. I think his mouth is bleeding right there.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably cussing you right
I'm
there.
all hunched over, my arms behind my back. That's hard to get your breath when you're tired and you're in that kind of position.
You can tell your face. You're looking like, God, I need to breathe here.
Yes. That and like a Boston crab. Oh my God. If you're blowed up and somebody puts a Boston crab on you, brutal.
I bet it is, man.
See, this is good here. And this, I'm not really sure. I tried to be there for him. Okay. But that hurt too.
Yeah, I did. And you can tell, but dude, that guy can fly, man.
Yeah.
Here they're getting a good, double team. He almost has a Muta quality to him.
Yeah. I'd say he probably patterned himself a little bit after that. After him, I mean.
If you're going to, you might as well, right?
Not the big one. Oops. Boink.
Yeah. Is that a check of the mouth right there to make sure your mouth wasn't busted?
Yeah, that's a little selling though, but kick me out of the head.
So I always notice that sometimes somebody will get hit.
Now, see, I'm telegraphing this big time, but it's okay because I am going to catch him. Yeah. Now, if I was taking the bump there, I wouldn't have turned around so soon. I wanted to make sure I caught him into the whirly bird, flipped him over, ba-boom.
Yeah, that was a good looking whirly bird. Because you're selling still, Mm-hmm. So what I was going to ask is sometimes I notice a guy will check their forehead if they take like a hard shot or they think they got cut. Yeah. Do you just check naturally or do you feel like a trickle sometimes? You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, just it depends on how hard they hit you. Sometimes I would try to kind of fake the people out and I'd go down in that, here comes Brian, a house of fire.
Literally. Yeah.
And, just mauling everybody. Hang on a second. I'll get back to what I was saying.
Sure. Yeah.
Because we're going into a lot of finish here. Slam. But I would roll over onto my stomach and cover my head up and take my other hand and wiggle it like I was cutting myself. Then,
even though you weren't. Yeah.
No, yeah. Just to make them go, oh, look, here he goes. He's cutting himself.
Yeah. Here it is. Yeah.
I worked him.
Yeah.
And I'd come up with no blood. And then when it was time to do it, they wouldn't see me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always hated that when guys would lay there blatantly doing that. Jim Mitchell keeping low-key from going. Brian stops him.
Yeah. Do you think you Iggy'd Jim, or did he just know the spot?
Nah, he knew.
Yeah.
1, 2, oh no.
I was thinking is Bryant came in, like you said, like that house of fire, man. But that bro, he was quick as a cat, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's so daggone tall that he covers a lot of ring quick,
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
Yeah.
I'm going, get out. My turn. Reversal onto the chair. Throw away the evidence.
Yeah. Come on, ref.
Oops, there they are. 1, 2. No. Mitchell, one of the best managers ever.
100% one of the best. Absolutely.
Especially in this time.
He really came into his own.
He would have been right there with Heenan and Hart.
Definitely. Heenan, Hart, Cornette,
Yeah.
He doesn't always get that recognition, but I totally think that he deserves it.
Yeah. What we got here? Oh, the flip uppy. Doop. Muda. Nope. I got you. Oops. Into the referee. Unique referee bump there.
Yeah. Yeah. Not tonight, Elix. Come on now. Oh, here we go. I always think you took a good natural out of the ring.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good. It looked like you were really getting thrown out without you controlling any of the speed or anything.
And here's the finish. And here's what I mean by a little mistiming here. neck breaker from the top. Ooh, now I wish he would have unhooked himself right there, because and the referees are having a stall for the double count, 2, 3. So a pin on each one there, and I think this is the deal where maybe I wasn't the legal man and Brian was, and all that. So, gotcha.
Is it tough to get yourself out of the trio? Well, probably not for him, but
no, I don't want to say that's his fault, but the timing would have been a lot better had he took it all the way down and then unhooked himself and fell in the ring, so I could have covered him a lot quicker.
There's another one of them there, Armstrongs. Look at him taking your belt away. That ain't cool.
Son of a gun. But anyway, that was a good match. I'd like to hear some feedback from the folks, some emails and stuff. You know, we do these watch-alongs, and
definitely.
Sometimes don't hear what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, so first off, working low key is probably pretty easy unless, I mean, is he pretty stiff or is he?
Yeah, I mean, he tries to be, you know what I mean? He's not that big dude. I don't mean that in a knocker anyway, but I mean, he lays it in. Yeah. But that's good though, because a little dude like him's got to really.
Right. And you know, in that regard, what about Elix? Was he pretty light or was he just a regular worker?
He was another power plant guy, I believe, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
You know, most of them are pretty snug. That's how they taught him, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elix, what an athlete, man. And you're talking about where he ran the cage, like one whole side of it into a hurricanrana off the top of the cage. On the
yes. Which is an amazing spot.
Chris Daniels or something on it.
Yeah. Ridiculous, amazing spot. And really set apart that X division early on. And I remember getting those. I bought every DVD of TNA. I bought them all. And, you know, those bloodiest ones that you were on, I had that. I had them all, man. And and long story short, I don't know where they are. I think I have them still in my folks' house or something. But anyway, the main point of that is that I always remember watching those DVDs and enjoying them. So, but
I thought there was some good stuff on those back in the day, you know.
Definitely was. And they had the ability to take those and make them into something that really came across as its own thing almost, you know? So, anyway, well, I'd say we take a break here, Wolfie D, and, you know, go get popcorn or whatever, use the bathroom, take a break. And then what we'll do, you all stick around, listen to the advertisers because we love them and we need them. And we will be back with a match that has some absolute legends and even a guy that we don't even know where he went. So I think we'll be right back. What do you say?
Yes, let's do it.
After these messages.
Let's take a quick time out and get a word from one of my dope-ass sponsors, and we'll be right back with more Live and in Color with Wolfie D.
Survivor 46 is here, and so is On Fire, the only official Survivor podcast, and we have a twist this season. The winner of Survivor 45, Dee Vyadaris, will be joining us every week.
We're going behind the scenes of the biggest moments, the how and the why things happen, and the strategy and analysis you can only get from someone like me, a Survivor winner.
Listen to On Fire, the official Survivor podcast, wherever you get your podcast.
Hey folks, this is Wolfie D here, and if you are looking to buy or sell a home in Tennessee or Southern Kentucky, you're going to want to call my buddy, the rock star realtor, Benji Bowie. And you say, Wolfie, how do I get in touch with this rock star? Well, you can call him directly at 615-390-8216. You can go to his website, bowiehomes.com. That's B-U-I-E homes.com. Or you can email him at benbowie34@gmail.com. When you need a home, you need the Rockstar Realtor. Benji is a member of Exit Realty's Garden Gate team in Gallatin, Tennessee.
Does Monday at the office feel like a storm? Not with Microsoft Copilot. That feeling when Copilot gets everyone up to speed instantly? It's sunny again. When Copilot simplifies complex data so your teams can act, that sun's shining on a beach. And when Copilot uncovers hidden insights, you're on that beach with your people. And you find buried treasure. That's Microsoft Copilot. Learn more at Microsoft.com/AI for all.
And we are back for wrestling. We're doing TNA, NWA TNA today with my new church group. And the second match here that we're going to watch is me and Brian Lee and Shane Douglas against Raven, CM Punk, and Julio De Niro.
Yeah. Now this happened July 23rd, 2003. Again, is this kind of early on in CM Punk being in TNA?
Yes.
Okay. So this kind of is the start of a lot of things for this kid. And I don't know I don't know what went wrong. No, I'm just kidding. But what's cool, man, is I loved Raven. Obviously, I'm a fan of you. I'm a huge fan of Primetime Brian Lee. So, 3 favorites of mine here. CM Punk's in it. Julio De Niro, not sure. Robert De Niro's son, maybe? No, I'm just kidding. and then, of course, Shane. What's cool is one time, before we get started, I worked a show at Saw, and Shane dropped by. And Shane literally took like 5 minutes of his time and talked to almost everybody in the locker room just about something. And it was their match or whatever they did. Right. And he gave me some advice. And dude, you didn't have to do that. And he did it,
Shane's that, man. He's good for that. He likes helping out and talking wrestling. And Shane's good for that, man.
Yeah, and he was the franchise. So anyway, go ahead and count us down, Wolfie. Let's watch a little more New Church here.
Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Call me! Where's the franchise? Shake it! So I made a call, and the franchise will always sell his soul to dance with the devil. Douglas said he made a deal with the devil. Why did James Mitchell at the ringside?
Fire!
Oh my God! It's a fireball right off Douglas! Oh my God! That's a fireball! Another fireball right into the face of CM Punk! It's really hilarious! The members are gathering from the back! A second week in a row and a second fireball!
Nick.
Yeah.
And while Shane Douglas looks on, Sim beat the hell out of Raven. Got him some enemies. Oh, man. Raven, our path has finally caught up with you. And no, I won't go to hell, Raven. I brought hell to you.
Ooh. Good line right there. So fitting.
Dancer. What happened to the dancer in the cage?
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, did you ever know one of those girls?
What happened there?
Yeah. Is that a manager cage instead? Jim's going in that?
Oh, they're even going up and down like it was like there was somebody in it.
Oh yeah.
I love my eye patch.
Oh, dude, me too.
Let's start off when we see pure, unmitigated hatred as a motivation. What is it about Raven that brings out your hatred?
The eye patch was great.
Mere hatred doesn't begin to describe what I feel for Raven. My contempt for Raven is so intense, it makes me want to peel my skin off, twist it into a noose, and lynch him with it. Raven, tonight, the franchise and the new church are going to further your education in real loss, real despair, real pain. Sweet, glorious pain. Tonight, Raven, I bring hell to you.
Do you feel the pain, Raven? Do you
tonight, we bring the pain to your doorstep, Raven. One word of caution tonight. Step into the parlor. Fire to the fly. Tonight, it's time to get your ass fragile.
Well, there was a promo clinic for anybody that's watching and listening.
Absolutely, man.
That was two of the best right there. I'm just glad they didn't ask me to talk on that. We had to try to follow that.
Well, Jamie, no, never mind. That wasn't Jamie. Hold on. Doug and Tommy, wait, hold on. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're that like that. Evil knows no bounds. Man, I love that song. It is kind of funny, though. You remember that, like, one of these things doesn't belong.
Yeah. It's not like the other.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Thank you. Dude, I remember it wasn't too, many years ago that Shane was throwing the NWA title in the trash and everything. And here he is back in the company that uses the NWA title. It's funny.
Right.
God, the NWA, man, what a weird company, dude.
Well, I don't consider it the same thing. I know they bought it and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the NWA, man.
Right. A lot of people consider it died when WCW took over. And then there's others who felt like it died when TNA and NWA separated. So
this is a good little Titantron thing here.
Oh yeah, very cool. And that's the thing here is you guys are in kind of a corner of this company, the dark corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like fun. If you can't really afford to have Raven and Jim in the same clique, because if you do, you're losing out on such an opportunity with microphone work, So the girls must be scared.
They took them out of the cages for this particular match.
Or nobody went by Christie's or something. Christie's Cabaret.
Here they come.
Nobody went by Christie's to pick the girls up?
I got me some CM Punk right here.
Yeah, look at him.
Oh. Get the red basketball shorts on.
Yeah. That is definitely his old school look.
Yeah. And De Niro was a pretty good worker, man. I don't know what happened to him, but he was a pretty...
Yeah, he fell off the face of the earth or something. Was there ever any kind of a ego clash with Jim and Shane?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's good. I mean, Jim's a great guy, and Shane is a great guy. I just never knew them together,
Mm-hmm. Here we go with the don't want to give them Raven and Shane, so I'll take this job here.
Yeah.
And CM Punk steps in. So
all right, here we go. Here's your pop, kid. Hey, CM Punk.
Whoa.
Hey, Punk, in about 20 years, you're going to be ostracized by the company you made millions from, and I'm going to be sitting on a podcast talking about it.
Yeah. He's taking it to me.
What is up, Wolfie? Get it pulled together, man.
All right, that's enough.
Stop all that. I'm sending in the big main.
Yeah.
he's leaner now. You can tell, and you can tell he like works like he is, you know. Yeah. Was he just watching his diet and stuff and trying to look the best he could? Is that kind of?
Oh, I don't really remember.
Yeah, I get it. Or was it like Stone Cold said to Jeff Jarrett when he said, "Heck, they can't even pay us so we can eat."
Yeah.
Like, you boys ain't taking all them steroids on you. He's like, "Heck, Jeff, we're not even on food."
And Julio with a comeback here. Stop that. Why do I got to take all the weird bumps?
Seriously.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. Those are hard to make look good, are they not? Even with the best, you know.
The old whirly bird.
Who was the easiest person you've ever heard whirly bird?
Either low key or dang it. They just showed her.
Okay. Yeah.
What's her name?
Alexis, right? Was it?
Yeah, but her name now. Mickey James. Damn.
Mickey James. Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So awful not being able to think of that. So I guess he liked Brian's knee more than mine there. You see, we both had a knee. He chose Brian's knee over mine.
I see how it is.
Mine's got catcher shin guards on it. You should have mine.
I was going to say it had much more.
We probably would have won right there if he'd have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
High five.
No, I was just trying to give you a high five. I wasn't trying to tag in. I was saying good job.
Yeah. Let me guess. I'm going to do a flip and miss.
Oh, man. All right, Grisham, let's do a four-way spot. Here's how it is.
Yeah. Dunk. I'm 0 for life on that move.
Oh, man. It's like the flare, man. It's like the flare trying to jump off, you know?
Actually, I think I did hit it one time, a couple times, and totally mushed them. Like, there was no grace like Jeff Hardy. It was just boom. Raven with the big comeback here. Knee lifts. Oh, knee lifts. And I think this is the clothesline gimmick out.
And now Raven's blowed up. I always liked Raven, man. I always thought he was a great wrestler.
Oh, yeah. Another pretty cool cat I spent quite a bit of time with.
Another one of those guys that keeps
Fight Club, man. It's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. I love it. It is. Oh, my God.
It is Moon Knight just took Raven.
That was literally Moon Knight. Where did he come from? And how did he know? That is so funny.
I'm alone. I'm alone.
Raven is another one that keeps kayfabing us on the show, y'all.
Ooh, that looks stiff. Yeah, we know who takes all the bumps in this fucking match.
For real, yeah.
Now what are they trying to do to me?
Okay, so what's funny is people said, you're too small for the business, okay, back in the day, right?
We did the Road Warrior gimmick.
There it is, yeah. And you did the hard one, too. You didn't do the fall back like Animal would do with Ivan Koloff and stuff.
Yeah.
So
taking that move, giving that move.
Yeah.
Paired with that move.
So you were said that you were too small back in the day, right? PG-13 is too small. And then you obviously had been working out. You've had some good pre-workout during this time.
Yeah.
And you look at CM Punk here, who honestly really hasn't changed that much in size.
Yeah.
And he's like
got color on Raven.
He's the Crimson Mask now.
Yeah. Ooh.
My point is CM Punk recently been king of wrestling, and you are bigger than him. So
he's in good shape right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So is Shane, so is Brian.
Everybody is. Honestly, I was looking at, because Raven didn't really wrestle with his T-shirt off. I mean, much,
Uh-oh. He's fighting out. Uh-oh. Oh. Smush the referee. Double bulldog.
Bulldog and a
DDT.
Yeah. There it is.
Even flow. Oh. Jim Mitchell with that distraction. Get your ass over there, referee.
Seriously, what are you doing?
That was the Jackie Fargo 4 count. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Big match. Fargo counted. It looks like he counted 4. That looked like a 4 count.
Because the way he hit the mat. Yep, you're right. Yeah. I always hated that. Why not just make that first hit of the mat the first count, Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, your winners.
Them boys in the new church. Man, okay. So what are we doing right now? Are y'all going back to the Marriott 18 to 28?
Oh, this was Nashville. I was going home.
Leave me alone. Get off of me. So, yeah, there's a pool of Raven blood.
Can't believe Moon Knight did that.
I know. And so, all right, I got to ask one question because I am a weirdo about this. So my fingernails, man, the listeners are going to be so enthralled by this. I never, ever let my fingernails even show white, hardly. I just can't do it. But I noticed Jim's whole hand has long pointed fingernails.
Yeah, yeah.
So and those are looking like his shoot fingernails, not like acrylics or something. No, did you ever hear of him breaking a nail and like really hurting himself? Like,
no, I can't say I have.
Okay, because I mean it just freaks me out, man. So
he got good strong nails.
That's good. Hey, that's what matters, and that's even better that he could grow them and deal with that. So yeah, man. So y'all just beat the team of CM Punk, Raven, and Julio De Niro. I mean, things are looking up for the new church. I think But I did notice that they took you out essentially of the title picture with this, right? Because you're working this angle with Jim and Raven and Shane.
And the whole ECW crew by the end of it.
Yeah, so at that point, you're not in the title. Is that kind of how they wrote you out of that, to where they don't have to worry about it?
Yes, I mean, as long as we were working and in something good, I wasn't one of those that, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? I stayed out of that.
That makes total sense, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I get that. Yeah, so,
feel like I was being used badly. It's just when they stopped using me and not honoring the amount of appearances I was guaranteed, that's when I had a problem.
Yeah, which is fair, dude. I think anybody. I mean, if you went to your job,
exactly.
Let's say you put a door on a car, okay, and you put 100 doors on a car every day, okay, and you go to your job, and tomorrow you put 50 on. Okay. And you're like, that's weird. I usually put 100 on, but I just put 50. It's not me. And then you put 30 on, and then you put 20 on, and then it's 10, and then it's nothing. Yeah. And then they're like, well, hey, we got no doors for you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's natural to feel that way about any job. You're like, hey, look, I want a little job security here. So, okay.
Extremely unique metaphor. I will say that.
Well, thanks. I mean, you can do it with anything. Let's do it. Faucets. Let's do it with toilets. Let's do it with, anyway. What I mean by that, though, is it's natural to feel like, hey, look, why are you not using me? What did I do? Did you think at any point of a little bit of a gimmick change, possibly?
No, I don't think that was anything that I wanted to do or them. They weren't going to try to come up with something else.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah. Like I said, when we did kind of the TNA episode, it was just the timing. I had a job in Nashville. I also might have had a little heat with some of the office. I don't know, just for being me sometimes. And so I don't know that. And then they were going to Florida, and I had a job and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but was there a chance that you were going to go to Florida?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't pushing the issue.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense because, I mean, you've got a job. So let me ask you this. I was looking on IMDb. You know how a lot of this stuff, you're on IMDb, the movie database, and because they do all things on there that if you're on a video or DVD or anything, they have you on there. So with that being said, I noticed guys' names like Eddie Marlin and stuff. Was Eddie Marlin involved in TNA at all?
Not that I recall.
Yeah, it was almost like Memphis because I was looking at the names like that, of course it has Kid Cash and it has Dan Engler, Rudy Charles, that kind of guy. And I'm scrolling across and it's got David Flair, it's got Robert Gibson, it's got Glenn Gilberti, it's got Brian and Chris and Don and Ron Harris and BG and Bob Armstrong and Scott and Jeff but anyway, it gets across, and all of a sudden you see Eddie Marlin, and I'm like, "What?"
I don't recall that. I mean, I just don't. But.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, remembering that, but it was just kind of odd that I saw him on there. I was like, wonder if he had him working in the back because that's Jeff's granddad or father-in-law or granddad. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of Eddie Marlin? How was he?
Oh, I loved Eddie. He's a real nice guy, man. When I got in the business, he was, he didn't run a lot of shows anymore. He didn't do a lot of spot shows anymore. He was just more of, and even when I got in, he wasn't so much. Remember, he used to come out as the matchmaker, quote unquote, on TV a lot, and he really didn't do that anymore by the time we got there.
Okay, gotcha. Well, it's just a funny thing.
I mean, nice guy. Funny,
Yeah, definitely. Interesting. I've heard a lot of interesting stories that you've told me about him with many other options. Well, okay, so it is my birthday, Wolfie D, and nothing makes me happier on my birthday than putting you on the hot seat of what is it you say you hate?
Oh, them darn current affairs.
DJ, hit the music.
It's a current affair. It's a current affair. Love it in color. It's a current affair. Love it in color.
All right, we're back with current affairs on Live and in Color with Wolfie D. And again, Wolfie, current affairs. Do you ever hear?
Fill me in.
Do you ever hear the terms current and affairs and just cringe a little? Anyway.
I got used to it. It's not that bad.
Yeah. If there's good stuff to talk about, I think that's just the way I'm looking at it in the future. If there's good stuff to talk about, I'm going to do it. But sometimes I have to spread it a little thin, and I don't like that. So what we'll do is we'll do something alternate to that. But also, you guys in the listener land out there, let us know. I was thinking about this too. I talked to Wolfie about it. What if we moved Ask Wolfie D Anything to current affairs for some shows? So if you guys have a question or something really cool, we'll say, hey, this week we're going to do Ask Wolfie D Anything for current affairs, something to keep it fresh and not try to spread current affairs too thin. But good news. This week we've got plenty of current affairs. So the first one is more of just a comment, and it's awesome. It's good news. So, back a few episodes ago, we had Jake the Snake Roberts on, and all of you all heard that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The numbers are amazing. Hopefully, y'all stuck around and listened to the others as well. But as you could tell in that episode, Jake had to cut the show short because he was losing his voice. Jake was on oxygen. Jake didn't look good at that time, did he?
Yeah, he looked great. I mean, he was getting around all right, but yeah. And he had to leave early the second day because he fell trying to sit.
Yeah. So the good news is Jake tweeted the other day, off oxygen for good. He tweeted, standing tall, doing great. He's back at AEW, and he is sweet life I'm living. So that is great news, man. Jake is feeling good, and, that's what we like. So.
Yeah. As long as he's feeling good.
Yeah. So apparently he's back at AEW. A lot of people have questioned where he's been and what he's been doing. And the good news is it looks like Jake is back. So you'll be seeing him soon on AEW TV if you watch that show. So, all right, that's pretty much it for the first current affairs. Now, the second current affairs is cool, man, because basically around social media, if you follow anything to do with Stone Cold Steve Austin, you've seen that he's been doing these videos where he is working out in his RV, and it's something to say he's doing like burpees and he's doing push-ups.
Who's this?
Stone Cold Steve Austin has been working out in his RV. And I don't know if he's traveling a lot or if that's just how he's doing it. But anyway, he's been shooting these videos, and it's all him. He's doing the burpees. He's doing the push-ups. He's doing the Hindu squats. He's doing all that. And a lot of people are saying, it's a heavy rumor, is that he's going to be working again at WrestleMania 39. So if you're going to work one show a year, work that one, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be the ideal thing to be able to do? I think I'll work WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
I guess you will if you want.
Right. Yeah, I mean, why not pick that one, right?
But that sounds like he's, I don't know. I mean, that sounds like, cardio shape for sure. Probably cutting and getting leaner and stuff. And I know, man, when you start getting older, man, you don't need to carry around all that extra weight.
Right. Lean up a bit, keep your joints healthy.
Yeah.
Don't carry all that weight on and that's fine, man. I mean, that's fine.
You're trying to focus on now since the last stint was put in is to just, I don't care how big I am no more. I just need my heart healthy and, be lean and mean, man.
Well, from guys that have always stayed in good shape, it's always about that foundation, and then, I've heard a wrestler say, you got to have a good foundation. If you put gas up on top of a bad foundation, you're going to look bad when you don't do gas. So if you drop off the gas, you start looking bad again. But once you get back on the gas, you start feeling better. But if you have that good natural foundation, then boom, you're good. So anyway, I hope you see him again. I'll always watch a Stone Cold match, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's my second current affair. Now my third current affair, I don't think we've really talked about this much, but they've got the Iron Claw movie coming out, and the Iron Claw it's about the Von Erich family, and apparently it's going to follow from Fritz to the boys and further. And so obviously we've got Zac Efron playing Kevin Von Erich. We've got Lip from Shameless. I'm not 100% on his name. I could have looked that up, but I didn't get prepared for that one. If you watch the TV show Shameless, which I love that show, it's Lip. He is playing Kerry Von Erich. And then a gentleman that is playing David Von Erich, to me, is the one that looks most like the character he's playing.
Yeah. I've seen some pictures. It looks pretty good. I'll try to check it out,
Yeah, of course. So the reason I'm bringing this one up is MJF, the guy that's taken the wrestling world by storm as the guy who's got the best mic skills going today as far as wanting to be a heel. Basically, they're saying that he has joined the cast of the Iron Claw, And the character that he is going to be playing is Lance Von Erich. So the film will focus on the Von Erich wrestling family, whose legacy dates back to the 60s. This will be MJF's first role in a feature film. Now, if you look at him beside Lance Von Erich, now, of course, Lance was never the actual Von Erich. His name was Kevin Vaughn in real life. He was not a true Von Erich. Of course, none of them were real Von Erichs, but you know what I mean. They're all related, except Lance was not.
Right.
And, you know, it's so sad because he was brought on due to all those tragedies, man. I mean, you know.
On that curse.
You know, and I remember watching, there was a time, it was a great WWF documentary about World Class. And dude, I was like, that would make an incredible movie. And I remember the rumor mills was like, okay, Matthew McConaughey's going to play Kevin Von Erich. He's into this and stuff. Of course, that never ended up happening. But the cool thing is somebody believes in wrestling. They see that wrestling is hot right now. And they're going to make a feature film about it. And so, I mean, it's a great story. Dude, you know, if you would have said, I would have never said in the 90s that it would be a big movie because I didn't know if the Von Erichs were that broad of an appeal. But what is that broad of an appeal is tragedy and a good story.
Oh, yeah. And man, some of the houses, they were over in Texas, man. And then that will translate, you know, people will relate to, man, they were a thing, man. They were awesome. Had they have been around now, you know what I'm saying? You can relate to that, but the popularity. But I'll tell you, I'm not saying names here, but just something really weird. We talking about the tragedy and some of the weird stuff that went on. There was a person that had a relationship of sorts with Carrie for a long time. Yeah. And this was years after his passing, and this person still had on their answering machine, you know, that's a voicemail, the original voicemail. The answer machine with the tape in it, still had that in their house years later. And I heard it, and it was a message left from Carrie to this person, obviously, you know, wasted. You know, and it was really creepy, man. It was just really creepy to hear it. And, you know, him being gone, I never met him, but still it was weird. And for this person to still have that and have kept that is also a bit awkward to me. But
I mean, I get it. But so, you know, a smaller, closer, not really tragic story. I actually had a deal. I had talked about it on the Tommy Dreamer show, is that I talked about how the Heyman family called my home to fix a problem with the ECW t-shirt order that I made. And I actually talked to Paul Heyman's mom. I talked to Taz or Tommy. I can't remember. I think it was Taz that I spoke with. And because they were like the customer service, you know, whenever the t-shirt orders had an issue. And what's funny is I kept that phone number on the call because my parents, we had the early form of the caller ID that was actually in the phone, or, you know, it would be like a separate device. Right. You had a caller ID, and this is on a landline, of course. And I had that on that phone forever. I tried to keep that on there. Now, again, it's not an answer machine. It's not a dead person. But I don't know, bro. I almost think I would too. I don't know why. I'm just a mark, I guess. But I get what you're saying because it is kind of creepy. So Carrie is such a tragic story because I've heard so many different stories about how, you know, like I think I heard Ricky Morton, he talked about it one time where he said that he actually worked his Walkman cord up his shoe, like his boots. He laced his Walkman cord up his and then Ric Flair told a story about how they were working in Texas and he had his blade taped to his fingers. And apparently he scratched his arm and really got a lot of blood. Like he gigged himself in the locker room before the match. And they actually had to work that into the story to the match to make it make sense. But anyway, tragic story. Dude wrestled with 1 foot. I mean, come on, you know? Yeah.
Pretty crazy, pretty talented. But I swear it's like a curse. I mean, for that much stuff to happen to one family is like...
Yeah. Well, David passes away in Japan. They don't know if it was drugs, or some say it was food. He said he never ate 2 steaks, and David ate 2 steaks, 2 baked potatoes that night, and his stomach popped. And another person said that it was drugs that he had an issue. And other people said a heart attack or whatever. But that was tragic, and I think that knocked over the first domino. And then once those dominoes started dropping, it was just tragic, man. And then Fritz trying to put Mike in the ring, and Mike didn't really belong in there. And, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. But I think it will make a great movie. And I hope that it somehow helps maybe heal a little bit of the Von Herrick family in their time today. I know Kevin is the lone soldier. Of course, he's got his kids and Carrie's kids and all this cool stuff. But anyway, I hope it definitely heals and helps heal that. So
that should be good.
Yeah, man, I think so too. And MJF playing Lance, if you look at the pictures, I think it'll make sense. But anyway, long story short, that's all I got today for current affairs. And I hope everybody enjoyed those and enjoyed the episode today.
Been fun as usual. Man. And I guess we'll do it again next time, right?
Let's do another show later.
let's think about doing another one.
All right, let's do it. Just ask the listeners. Do they want one?
Yeah. Well, again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you again next week on Live and in Color with Wolfie D.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, the podcast that's based on the old school but can still help you find the good stuff from today. Jimmy Street and the Plastic Chic, Jared, are the undisputed tag team champions of the wrestling podcast world. From thought-provoking topics to superstar interviews to action figure expertise. This team does it all, and all they ask is, give me back my pro wrestling! Every other Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Join me, Gene Jackson, for the Jackson Interaction Podcast, where I'll be doing one-on-one interviews with people from the world of professional wrestling, as well as stand-up comedy. You can get them anywhere podcasts are available in both video and audio form, but you can find them all at GeneJacksonPod.com.
That's right, it's the talk of Middle Tennessee, the channel you love to hate and the channel you hate to love. It's Brian Turner from Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. And if you're looking for matches from Wolfie D to Jerry Lawler to Dusty Rhodes and the team that put a pimp before your eyes and a goatee between your thighs, Booty Call and Athena, go to LostWrestling.com. See, I made it easy for you. Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. Booyah!
So that was another great episode. Hey, Wolfie, tell them where they can find you on social media.
Jimmy, they can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. I'm just kidding. They can find me on Facebook. My personal page is Warren Wolf, WOLFE. I'm on Instagram at WarrenWolf13.
You can always find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Live Wolfie D. Here's the thing. Wolfie always has offers for his autographed photos. He has a selection of some awesome photos from throughout his career that he will autograph and personalize any way that you want him to. Just contact him either directly at his personal Facebook page or through any one of our other pages, and we'll make sure you get in contact directly with Wolfie. Get those photos, right, Wolfie?
Yeah, I've got some good stuff on there, to help with the podcast.
Folks, if you can't get out to a show to meet Wolfie D, there's nothing like that, especially for the fans of PG-13 and Wolfie D. And before we go, you can always find me, your host, Jimmy Street, at James Rock Street on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
And hey, Jimmy, before we go real quick, I just want to add in there, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate, first of all, the work you've done for this podcast. You have worked your butt off. Secondly, the people that are liking the page. Beyond that, even more, is the people that are listening, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, and remember, guys, the podcast drops a new episode every Monday at noon, and our past episodes are streaming now on demand on all major podcast formats. Thanks again.
I got a cap for your dome.
He got a cap for your dome.
I got a cap for your dome.
He got a cap for your dome.
He got a cap
He got a cap for your dome.
And here we go. The original white boy, the came out sagging, not bragging, don't be hating, cause I'm spitting the truth. Still livin' in color, don't rush your mother, utilize a hubcap, unlike any other. Back in the day, I was N-O-D, and I was P to the G, plus the 1 and the 3. In case you forgot, they call me Wolfie D. Been cloned and copied so many times, tired of suckers taking credit for what is mine. You know who you are, without me name dropping. Wrestling's first white boy coming out hip-hopping. Been doing it like this since 92. Laid low for a while, and you thought I was through. Listen real close to these rhymes that I've injected. This shit's so sick, it makes your ears get infected. Mad skills, no faking, there is no one great. Cause I'm bringing more folks than Obi-Wan or Vader. Not here to play games, so you better beware. You don't like me, so what? I really don't care. Like time I keep ticking and I can't be stopped. You sucker step to the side unless you wanna get dropped. With my finish, I'll straight knock you out. Please allow me to tell you what it's all about. I'm gonna wind it up, then I'm driving it home. It's Wolfie D, baby. Huh. I got a cap for your dome. I got a cap for your dome. You got a cap for your dome. You got a cap for your dome.
This has been a James Rock Street production.